Okay, y'all. So apparently, Finesse2Tymes and Honeycombs, they're playing musical chairs right now. One come out, the other go in. And I don't know if you all heard, but Honeycomb been released from jail. And now Finesse2Tymes has just went back, y'all. This is some crazy stuff that's going on. And I don't even understand it, but it is what it is. And it ain't just the celebrities. It's other people do the same thing. They be okay when they get out of jail until they start, messing with that street pharmacy stuff. And then they go back. Every time. Which some should tell you, leave that mess alone and then you can stay focused. But yes, y'all, Finesse2Tymes has been arrested. We're about to talk about it. Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged. Some is not. And the Fair Act use is in my description box, y'all. So, let's get to it. First, I want to say, happy Tuesday, y'all. I'm through off right now because this doesn't make any sense. Happy Tuesday. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Please stay safe and all that good stuff. Please stay aware of your surroundings. And please, y'all, watch the company that you keep because it just may save your life or keep you out of trouble. Okay, y'all? So let's get to it. This is a waste of talent. This is a serious waste of talent. It doesn't make any sense. And somebody told me a while ago when I did his gematria, somebody told me, they said, once he start, sipping and taking that street pharmacy stuff, it ain't nothing, he going back. If something don't happen to him and somebody don't line him up, but he's going to go back home. And these are people that's close to him that's saying these things. Because you know a person. You know their pattern. And as soon as they get off them papers, because they try to be on the straight and narrow a little bit when they still on the papers. When they get in 5-year probation and 3-year probation, they got to try to do, stay straight. If they got to do draps and stuff like that, they try to somewhat keep it together. But once them papers come off, a lot of people, they fly the coop every time. And this is what he's done. And I don't know why people surprised about Finesse2Tymes. I really don't know why they surprised. Because all he rap about now, all he posts about, when he get into arguments with people, this is all that's being brought up. Now, recently, he went to Chicago. And he met some girl in Chicago, from my understanding. And, I guess they got together for a little bit, mingle, tingle, whatever. But he left a sock over her house or something. How do you leave a sock? I'm just saying, y'all. But he left a sock over her house. He jumped on social media, y'all. And he was complaining about leaving his street pharmacy stuff at her house in a sock. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. That's all he was worried about. You're talking about somebody that can go and replace the street pharmacy stuff if they have to. You know what I'm saying? But this dummy got on social media and put it all on blast, y'all. That he had left this at her house. He wanted back. That's all he think about. That's all he rap about now. Is his street pharmacy stuff. He act like them P to the I, L to the S's are M&M's or something. This is the way he treated now. He talk about it freely as if it's not illegal. So this was bound to happen, y'all. He got caught with a whole bunch of street pharmacy stuff, y'all. A whole bunch of stuff. This is what they're saying. Y'all, this is sad. This is sad. And they got at the bottom, they got a dangerous street pharmacy stuff. So I don't know what all he didn't have. But they got a whole list of stuff here. I see the trees. All this PG2 and PGSG and all of this other stuff. I have no idea what all of this stuff is. I don't. I have to look up each one to see what it is. I don't know. But it looked like a smorgasbord of, you know what I'm saying, y'all? And it was bound to happen sooner or later. Somebody he was messing around with, they just got on social media and told on him that, yeah, he had me carrying his weapons and this and that. And these are the type of females that he's dealing with right now. This is the type of stuff that he's getting himself into right now. That people putting everything that he's doing on blast right now. It's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. Just the other day, somebody was saying that, his life is in danger. Your life can't help but be in danger if you are not focused. I hate this for him. To be honest, it's like him and Honeycomb can't coexist at the same time outside of the jail. If one come out, the other one has to go back in every single time. And I was like, I wonder how long Honeycomb gonna stay out this time. Is he gonna let somebody trick him out of position again? Hopefully not, but this is what they do. And they play musical chairs. Y'all let me know my thug thizzles in the comment section. Do you all think he's going to be in there for a long time? Is this little smuggish board enough to keep him for a while? Or is he going to just go into some type of street pharmacy rehab or whatever, and they're going to let him back out? Y'all let me know in the comment section, because this is a, revolving door for him and Honeycomb for some reason. And I was just hoping the other day, I meant to mention it to you all when I first found out that Honeycomb had got out. But by the time you get ready to say he out, they be back in there. So, it kind of slipped my mind because I've been busy. But yeah, y'all, this is crazy. A waste of talent. This is one of the most talented rappers out here right now. My personal opinion. He puts together his own raps and they sound good. It makes sense. A lot of these rappers, you can't even understand what they're saying. A lot of them, you don't know what they're saying. But this one right here, you can clearly understand what he's saying. And I know the recent stuff he's been putting out and posting and stuff he's been, it's all about street pharmacy stuff. His favorite. How do you get on? So that's just like getting on social media and you got a record and jumping on there and arguing with somebody. You better bring me my weapons back, man. And they're illegal. This is what he does. He jumps on social media and he argues. And I can't even say it's the female's fault or it's the type of female that he's dealing with, because if he was in his right mind, he wouldn't be arguing with them. He would he would make better decisions. And you can't make better decisions when you own this mess. He even rap about people calling him junk to the keys, okay? This is what he raps about now. Y'all calling me junk to the keys over my... Boy, oh boy, oh boy. He's rapping about the very thing that got him back in there. That's sad. Especially when you got a responsibility. You got mouths to feed. You're taking care of a lot of people. You got to stay out of trouble when you're taking care of a lot of people, because those people depend on you too. If that's what you choose to do. Those people depend on you that's around you. Maybe, the pressure is getting to him. I don't know. But look how he came out. It ain't no way that he wasn't going to go back. Dealing with, look who he signed with when he came out. He came out signed with J. Prince Jr. I mean, what did you expect? I'm surprised that he's still alive, to be honest with y'all. Especially after the whole chain and with his artists and all of that stuff. And them saying that he took the chain and melted it down and made something else. I was like, oh, Lord, he's a goner. But they left him out here. And I'm going to tell y'all this, the only reason why probably Mob Tabs left him out here, he probably was checking in. The very thing that he said he don't do, he probably get him money. He's paying to stay alive. I bet you any money. Especially he's still in Houston, y'all. Because that's why he tricked his mama to come to Houston and with his girlfriend, and he turned around and turned on his mama. And his mama was out there begging because she ain't had no way to, pay her bills or nothing. She quit her jobs and all of that stuff to follow him. You don't follow a junk to the key. You just don't do it. You be left looking stupid. You don't quit your job and move out of town with somebody and a girlfriend. This is what he did. This is what he got his mother to do. And now he's gone back to jail. And ain't no telling how long he ain't going to be in there. But he had stopped helping his mama before he even went to jail. He wasn't even talking to her. The only people that this guy was helping was his girlfriend and her family. He turned on his own family. And his mother, to be exact. Even if you ain't getting along with your mother, you still and you balling and stuff like that, and you didn't tricked her to move out of town, you don't turn your back on her. You help her out still if you got to pay her rent, and don't even talk to her anymore. But you still make sure she's good. There was nothing good going to come to this guy after the way he even treated his mother. Less known the rest of his family. Nothing was good going to come his way. And this girl, I can see if her mother was somewhat, I still don't see you turning on your own mother, but I can still see somewhat if his girlfriend's mother has some type of respect for him and care for him or whatever. But I can't nobody care for you like your own mama. I don't care what girlfriend you get, unless your mama is, smoking her kneecaps off too. Then it's a difference. But his mama had a job, had her own place. You know what I'm saying? And he treated his girlfriend's mother like that was his mama. If she did anything wrong to him, he forgave her. His girlfriend's mother played him over and over again. She tried to get him locked up, all kind of stuff. And he didn't turn on her like that. He still forgave her, still was bound to cause, all of this stuff. This is what Finesse was doing. You cannot treat your mother like that and think that good things are going to come your way. It's not. That's the woman that gave birth to you. And there's no way in the world that you are going to have some good luck when you do your mama like that. He knew what type of relationship him and his mama had in the first place. If you all didn't get along like that or this and that and this, or y'all get into a situation where you don't even talk to her or don't want to deal with her, why move her there in the first place? Why in the world would you even bother to move your mother out of town? Get on the phone or go to, where she's at and say, pack up and you go in here with me. And you get her there and you play her like that. His mother was starting GoFundMe's and stuff like that, y'all. Everything he has done since he got out of jail has been crazy. Just like I said, from the mob ties situation, he didn't need mob ties. He really didn't need mob ties, to be honest. He thought that he was going to have protection. They ended up turning on him. They ended up wanting him to feed all the wolves. Not just feed his family, but feed the wolves too. And they got a lot of wolves at mob ties, okay? He started off with that. Then he moved a little king in the house that was underage, and you had him in there letting him do all kind of illegal things around you. And it was just from one thing to another, to another, to another. And like I said, he moved his enemies in the house with him. His girlfriend and her family. If your family come with that type of problems, you ain't the person to keep. If somebody causes you more headaches than they're contributing to your life, that's not the person to keep. But he held on tightly. And I'm going to tell y'all this. He's bad at picking women. I'm just going to put it out there. He's bad at picking women because of the fact that his baby mama, the one that didn't been there for the longest and everybody that left and she's still there, that one baby mama, she knew how her family was. She knew. And if she cared for him, seriously, if she really, really cared for him, she would have never told him to be moving her mama in the house in the first place. She knew how her mama was. She knew how her mama felt about him. She knew this. And she let him do that. She could have put her foot down like, no, my mama is not coming here. This is not going to work out. She don't like you like that. You know what I'm saying? If somebody cares for you, this is crazy. This is crazy, y'all. She was a part of his downfall too. Now what you gonna do? I hope she saved up some money here with the baby and all of that stuff. I hope she got something to fall back on, to live off of for a while. Because this doesn't even make any sense anymore. This is sad on so many levels. Like I told y'all, they can't be out at the same time, him and Honeycomb. But even if Honeycomb would have not have got out of jail, he was still going to go back in there. He was still going to go back there. Lately, he been crashing out more than usual, which tells you that he didn't get to that junk to the key level, that he can't handle it anymore. He can't handle being out here on the streets. He has to go back in and take a break and get detoxed and all of this other stuff to get his mind right. And once his mind gets right, he's going to be kicking his own self in the tail. This is what he's going to be doing. Like, I was out. I was making that money. I was living that life. And it wasn't enough. I had to go start messing with that stuff again. Once he get his head clear again. But you can get just as much as street pharmacy stuff in the jails now that you do on the streets. We got officers and all kind of stuff, people sneaking that stuff in the jails, and they getting wasted in there too. Don't ask me how. I have no clue how. But they are. And it's sad that people even risk their jobs for sneaking that stuff in the jails. But it is what it is, okay? Maybe they feel like they ain't making enough. They job ain't taking them nowhere. They're going to make some money off of sneaking this stuff in. But this is what they're doing. But yes, y'all, this poor child can't let them streets alone to save his life. He can't. You can take somebody out the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out of them. And it is what it is. There's no way that he was going to move forward just because of the surroundings that he have. You have to be careful of the company that you keep. If all you being around is the broke people that's got their hand out, that's hating on you if you don't give it to them, and this and that, and only thing you're doing is, popping them P to the I to the LLs just to deal with even your surroundings, you in trouble. You are in trouble. Instead of taking yourself out of that situation, you stay in it and you just get wasted just to deal with it instead of getting out of a situation. This guy is like a teenager in the brain. He's not growing. That's what I see here. He's not growing. He don't understand, the method of staying out, out the jail. He don't understand it yet. And one of those methods is changing your thought pattern. He can't get out of a thought pattern that he's in. And that's his main problem. He see, big back doors out here, and he don't care how wretched they are or this and that and this. He just going for it. And that's a part of, like I was saying the other day in the other video, this lust that's out on the street. They didn't, certain things is not in the Bible for nothing. And a lot of the celebrities are going down right now because of lust. Lust, yeah. They can't pick one woman and chill out and just enjoy their life. This guy publicly, even if some of the people, they be out here cheating, guys do, females do. They be out here cheating. But they still got that one at home, that blah, 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 some of them, okay? This one right here, he publicly just prances around one woman after another. Even if he promised one that I'm going to let the other ones go and I'm not going to mess with nobody else. He do a concert and start hanging out in the streets, and then somebody else jumps on that bandwagon too. And he's arguing with this other woman, and he done cheated on this girl. And his girl is in the house with him, and she's ignoring the fact that he's on social media wasted, arguing with another woman over leaving his street pharmacy stuff in her house after a mingle tingle session. Like, how do you stoop that low? And these females, how do you be with a man like that? Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And I said this from the start, the female that he's still with, she was a part of Mob Ties. She was somebody that was a plant to me to keep up with everything that he's doing and go report it to Jay Prince Jr. now. That was a mistake from the start. She have, ever since he been with this woman, it been one thing after another, after another, after another, after another. And you just let go of a problem like that. Relationships ain't supposed to be that hard. He should be with somebody that, pushes him toward having, a good relationship with his mother and this and that. Not somebody that you are bumping heads with everybody just to be around this child. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It don't make no sense. The child that he has, and I know his mama the one that let the cat out the bag, because she went and got the DNA test and swabbed the baby and this and that and that and this, and found out that baby that's in the house with him ain't even his. She let it out. But that's her mama. If she's worried about her child and the person that he's with and the lifestyle that he's around, she's going to go find the facts. And she did that. She did that, okay? She did. And found out, the world found out that baby wasn't even his. And then a lot of people were saying that was Jay Prince Jr.'s baby. He still didn't care. He still didn't care. He still wanted to hold on to her, no matter what. And she used to date Jay Prince, y'all, Jr. He's been beefing on and off with Jay Prince Jr. I mean, you put two and two together. And she's probably been stacking money up to the side and stashing this and that and this. He probably wake up and don't even remember how much money he got in his pocket. But this is what he chose to turn on his mama for. And it was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. So yes, y'all, Finesse2Tymes is back home because that's his real home, the jail. He is gone back to jail with a smorgasbord of charges. So maybe he could clean up. That's all I can say. Because, sometimes people have to go sit for a while. Because if they don't, they end up something happening to them. So it is what it is, y'all. But, maybe this is a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing. People be like, prayers up, this and that. If he stayed out here, he was crashing out. Something was going to happen sooner or later. Some goons was going to catch him slipping and snatch everything he got in his pocket and take him out. Because he's slipping. So it is what it is, y'all. Y'all just want to jump on here and let you know what's going on. Okay? Anyway, y'all, please like, share, subscribe. If you like the video, thank you all so much for watching. And if you want to support the channel, y'all know what to do. Peace.